What would you be suggesting if you sit at the table to resolve this matter?
Hello?
Hello, we can hear you. What would you be suggesting when you sit at the table to resolve this matter? What are those things you would say can end this crisis just so no more life is lost?
You know, even these discrepancies of the law came up because our part is not invited in the process of making the laws. Our members living in the forest don't know anything.
But they were invited then.
If the process of such laws will be done, at least officials of these pastoralist associations should be invited to come and bear witness and also air their views and their problems. So
the Benue state government said then that they were invited to come and make their own contribution to the law then.
Hello?
The Benue state government said at the time that the cattle breeders were invited to come and make their own contributions to the bill before it became law. But, you know, nobody turned up.
No, they did. Were you there?
We were not there.
You were not part of negotiations for...
We were not there.
Did you get the invitation?
We are for peace. We are always looking for peace because our members are everywhere in this country. They are living with each and every community in this country.
Okay, so what would you recommend? What would you recommend to end this crisis?
You say?
What would you recommend to end this crisis?
What I recognize in this crisis?
Recommend.
The crises are coming up because there is no fairness in the process of making the law. The law didn't capture the interest of our members. We have our members who are indigenous of Benue. Even their grandfathers who are born and brought up in Benue, even the governor confessed to that. If you have indigenous Fulanis who are doing their cattle rearing business, at least their rights and privileges should also be protected by the governor. This is all we are looking for, justice and fairness and nothing more. We don't condone this crisis, we don't like them. All we are looking for is justice and fairness. The pastoralists should be given their fair share of the rights and privileges, and the farmers too should be given their fair share. Let's have a demarcating line between them. This is the area we confine you to. Don't cross this area and cause problems to the farmers. And to the farmers, these are your areas. Don't cross over to cause problems to the pastoralists. Even now that I speak to you, our members are living in peace in some communities of Benue. Now that I speak to you, they live in peace and harmony in some areas of Benue State. So what is this trouble about? Let's sit on the table. Let's try as leaders to come up with ways on how we can come over this crisis. It's not in anybody's interest. Our members are suffering. The other community is suffering. Why should we be suffering? Why can't we have the patience and the endurance to sit together and solve this problem? After all, this is an issue of leadership ability. We have worse situations in Plateau, but Plateau is peaceful now. We have worse situations in Katsina and Zamfara. Katsina and Zamfara are peaceful now because the governors are working very well. The governors are for peace and fairness to each and every member of the state. So we have experienced worse situations than what is happening in Benue State today. But in those states of experiencing these situations, there is peace now in the state. There is peace in Katsina. There is peace in Zamfara. There is peace in Plateau. We have entered into worse situations in Plateau. But Plateau is peaceful now. Why? Well, because of the wonderful disposition of the governor and we have to have understanding. Let's stop this blame game. It won't do anybody any good. We don't like it.
Okay, so will your members be willing to accept or to latch onto the grazing reserves, like you have your ranches? Will your members be willing?
And respect each other as a citizen of the state. I can't hear you.
Will your members be willing to take on grazing or ranches so that they can put the cattle and then there will be no problems with the farmers?
Look,
Hello?
Look, we don't oppose ranching. We are not against ranching. We understand that the population is growing by the day. We also understand that the population of the animals are also growing by the day against a static land that doesn't increase. This calls for planning on the part of government. We are not against ranching. But ranching cannot come, it's not changing of a way of life of a particular party. It's not like switching off a light. It's something that can be gradual, sensitized, create the understanding, sensitize them, let them know the implication of what they are doing. Let them know the implication of their doing, and let them know the rights and privileges of the others too. Let's do sensitization. Let's have understanding. We are not against ranching. Let's come up with a model that can suit the peculiarity of our pastoralists in Nigeria. We have a pastoralist population that is not skilled, that is not trained, that is practicing the primitive way of animal husbandry, which is not the practice in the world. Let's try to change these things gradually.
Is the association trying to do that now too? Is your own association trying to do that? To sensitize your members? Is your association trying to do that, to sensitize the members on the fact that the world is changing, and then you can't continue to say you want to be a pastoralist, you know, taking your cow from one end to the other, or taking your cattle from one end to the other? Are you training or sensitizing your members right now? Hello?
All these things that you mentioned are responsibilities of government. Grazing reserves were created for purpose. Dams were provided in the reserves. All the infrastructures required are there in the grazing reserve, but those things were left to dilapidate. The dams were left to silt up. There's no longer water in the grazing reserves, no infrastructures in the grazing reserves. That is what is causing the pastoralists out in search of pasture and water for their herds. And this is what they have inherited from their forefathers. But the world is changing every day. We have to change this thing. The government
can I come in here, please? Can you hear me?
In a place, in a grazing reserve, capture them, make the grazing reserve attractive for them.
Baba Otman, can you hear me? Baba Otman, the question we asked was, would you or are you also sensitizing your people about the need to evolve and go into ranching? Well, I'm afraid we have to let you go there. Baba Otman, National Secretary, Miyetti Cattle Breeders Association, thank you for joining us.